How We Came to Be. Environmental Studies, Part 2, Standard 5. Hello children, I am S.P. Maudani from Gokhale Education Society, HL English Medium High School, Ozer Township. I am going to post videos of Maharashtra State Board, English Medium, Standard 5, Subject E.V.S. 2. Now let us learn. First lesson. What is history? History, a science that tells us about event in the past, means whatever event and things happen in past, it is called history. For example, your birth. Last year you are in 4th standard. That is history. The scientific method of history. While studying history, scientific method are used. History and us. Relationship between history and us. The past and the future. Whatever things and events happen, it is called past. And whatever things and event will happen, it is called future. Whatever events and things happening now, it is called present. History, a science that tells us about event in the past. Last year in standard 4th, we studied the life of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and his mission of establishing Swaraj. The time before the birth of Shivaji Maharaj was about 400 years before. Now, or in the other words, the time 400 years ago. For our convenience, we divide time in different ways. Often, we use words like now, sometime, ago, after some time, or today, yesterday, tomorrow, or this year, next year, etc. When we use these words, we are actually measuring time in our mind. Whenever you are talking about these things, you are actually measuring time in your mind. Now, today, and this year are terms that indicate the present. Some time ago, yesterday, and last year are terms that indicate the past. After some time, tomorrow, and next year are words that indicate the future. The time that has already gone by is the past. The time that we are in now is the present. The time that is yet to come is the future. The past include many events that have already taken place. For example, if you are 10 years old today, it means that the event of your birth happened 10 years ago in the past. Similarly, after 10 years from now, that is in future, you will be 20 years old. The time gone by between today and the day of your birth is your past. The past in the life of a person. The science that tries to understand past event is called history. Underline this sentence. The scientific method of history in standard 3rd and 4th. As part of environmental studies, we have become acquainted with various sciences. The special characteristic of all these sciences is that their fact or evidence can be tested in experiment, which can be repeated anywhere, anytime. The method of using a number of different tests to determine whether the evidence is reliable is called the scientific method. There are many things that happened since our birth that we may not know about. However, our grandparents or parents or others often tells us amusing stories of our childhood. Those stories are a part of their memory. However, when different people tells us about the same event, we find differences in their narrations. It makes us wonder which one is right. We need to examine the details of each narration carefully to decide the correctness of the fact. It is not possible to conduct experiment to recreate the events that have happened in the past. Therefore, the method of presenting history is different from that of other sciences. Even so, history uses the scientific method at every stage, namely while looking for and collecting evidence, examining the evidence, and while putting it together. When required, help is also taken from other sciences. That is why history is considered to be a scientific discipline. History is not written solely on the basis of imagination. Ancient objects, structures, sculptures, pots, coins, inscriptions, copper plates, books, manuscripts, traditional stories, and songs remembered over many generations. All these are the sources of history. The sources of history are of three types: material sources, written sources, oral sources. In order to find out what happened in the past and how it happened, evidence available from all these sources is collected and thoroughly examined to determine its reliability. With the help of the evidence that stands this test, past events are put in a proper sequence and a historical account is written. This is the scientific method. Read and try to solve exercise given below. In the next video, we will learn the remaining part of this lesson.